What's going on? Leo, it's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your mid-month reading for the month of February. Sorry about the delay on your reading. I kind of always leave Leos for the last. I don't even know why, but sorry about that, Leo. We're going to be hopping into your cards, though, to see what messages we can get, what clarity we can bring you to wrap up the month of February. This is a general reading, and it may not resonate with everyone that watches this, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign on one of the previous videos that I did for Leo. If you're brand new to the channel, you should check me out on IG at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony, 14 pounds. And if you're looking for a personal reading with me, you guys can look in the description of the video. It'll show you all the details about how to book those with me. All right, Leo, so we're going to be hopping into your present energy first. This right here will be your main storyline that we're going to look into. After that, we'll go into your futuristic energy on the left side. This will also be your supporting details. And then in the end, we're wrapping it up with a fairy card. And my table is a little bit smaller right now, so hopefully we can fit everything in. All right, Leo, so as I was shuffling, I did hear the song Through the Fire or Through the Wire, the remix that Kanye West did to the Shaka Khan song called Through the Fire, I believe. And but I was hearing the remix, right? And so I was kind of getting, this picture of you guys kind of going through the fire, but having gone through the fire, you being able to experience the results of you being initiated, right? There has been a level of initiation that I do feel like a lot of Leos have been going through to kind of upgrade you, to evolve you, to kind of shed certain layers of who you are to create something new into your life, right? So a lot of Leos, I do feel, are stepping into a brand new beginning. I spoke on this in the last Leo reading, the two last Leo readings, how a lot of you guys were experiencing some type of change or shift, movement. Some of you guys were relocating. Some of you guys were getting new jobs or career paths, new relationships, just pretty much ending and completing a lot of older cycles, walking into some newer beginnings. So I feel that this reading is really talking about the other side of this initiation that you guys had to go through when you had to go through the fire. It's almost like a story of redemption. When I was listening to that song or hearing it play in my mind, I was thinking about how Kanye West was talking about almost like his redemption story. And in the lyrics, he was talking about how he was trying to be a rapper or a producer. He ended up getting in a car accident, and that car accident kind of changed his life. Even though it was something that, was very scary, he thought he almost was going to die during that time, or it was a very scary accident. It shook something in him. He had a certain paradigm shift because he came that close to dying but didn't die. And so he kind of explained how it was almost like his redemption because it transformed him and made him kind of live life like it could be his last time to live. So I don't know how that's connecting with you guys, Leo, but I do feel like that energy is coming from your cards, like this redemptive story, this transformation. You guys have been through the fire, and now you're on the other side of it, and it's all about what you're going to do with that. All right, so crowning your reading, we do have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Sorry if you guys are seeing a blur in the camera. We're still working on getting a new lens. But Eight of Wands could be definitely talking about this communication that's coming in, this information, these downloads that are definitely coming into you, Leos. While maybe you're at a time where you're feeling left out in the cold, you're feeling in the dark, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling like nothing is going right with the Five of Pentacles. Or you could be at the other end of experiencing some type of lack or poverty or something that went wrong, right? This disappointment in your life, or just the feeling of being disappointed, not having everything that you want, not having the sun shining on you, just going through a dark period. With the Eight of Wands, though, it is talking about how some communication, some downloads or information are coming in to bring you out of this Five of Pentacles energy, to bring you out of this darkness, out of this feeling of being lonely, forgotten, destitute, right? Eight of Wands energy is talking about some opportunities that definitely could be opening up, that you are not expecting, because this is happening behind somebody else's back. Now, this could be a communication that's coming in from someone else, possibly. This, I feel that it's going to be good news, though. Whenever I see the Eight of Wands and it's being compared to the Five of Pentacles type of energy, that's talking about the light coming into a dark place. Some of you guys could be finding yourself kind of in a dark place right now, especially with this Mercury retrograde being in Pisces. It's almost like a cloud is over the collective, depending on where your your chart is. But I do feel like some open doors of communication are coming in. We have the King of Sword here with the Five of Wands. So once again, we get another 5 card. King of Sword could be somebody in your vicinity, but I'm definitely picking this up to be you guys, Leo, because we have a Queen of Sword right over here, right? So some of you guys could be dealing with a relationship or a connection to someone else that you either thought was your counterpart or somebody who is very similar to who you are. But both of these people are kind of having a coldness within this relationship or connection. There is a lack of either communication or a lack of emotional connection that's happening here. So with this King of Sword, you could be taking on a very detached type of energy emotionally, a very cold shoulder that you're showing to another person, that may be causing some type of conflict between you and another person. You may be feeling some internal conflict, which is why you're not wanting to express yourself to this other person. Or they could be just feeling a high level of conflict because they're not hearing from you. But somebody is feeling left out in the cold. And I feel like this other person, which definitely could be you, is going to be opening up the lines of communication, or you could be feeling like somebody else is about to communicate to you to end a certain conflict. Now over here we have the Queen of Swords. This could be your counterpart. This could be somebody that you feel you have a connection with. You guys could have been in a relationship together, because this person is taking on the Queen of Swords energy. But this person is also completing some type of cycle with the Ten of Swords. They could be feeling like they have been betrayed by you, or stabbed in the back, or you not communicating with them or ghosting them in a certain way is making them have a certain breakdown with the Ten of Swords. This is like the highest level of pain. It's past the Nine of Swords of anxiety and fears and not being able to sleep. This is the total breakdown of somebody's world with the Ten of Swords. But it's also a completion of something. So this person could be experiencing a completion. They could have been handling their own level of karma or dealing with their own, circumstances, which is why they're feeling the Ten of Swords. But I do feel like somebody is opening up the line of communication between these two people. You could be doing it, they could be doing it. Now over here we have the Lover's energy, so there definitely is some type of deep connection, but this is a connection that causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, right? A lot of worrying, a lot of problems for you. And so this may not be the healthiest connection, even though you guys have a strong bond with the lovers here. I'm feeling like there is history behind here that has caused both parties pain or heartbreak at the end of the day. So you guys are both feeling these Nine of Swords, feeling this agony, this uncomfortable type of energy. There is no peace within this connection. All right, but somebody is choosing to communicate with the Eight of Wands popping up here again. This could be you. This could be the opening of a communication with a page. It's like the beginning of something. It could be a very small gesture or communication that you're choosing to make towards this other person. Probably because there's some form of unfinished business that's here. Um, yeah, or you could just be the person that have just kind of went through this transformation initiation, and now you're wanting to open back up and communicate where there was no communication. Maybe because you guys both were going through your own challenges, obstacles in life. So I am feeling like there's going to be some open doors of communication that does come in, because within this spiritual bond or this deep emotional connection, there has been a lot of turmoil because there hasn't been communication. So yeah, somebody ghosted the other person, left them out in the cold. The other person was waiting for some communication to come in, um, but both parties were going through their own challenges and initiations in life in general. Separately is what I feel. But now it feels like you may want to open back up the line of communication with this person because you feel there's still a deep connection between you and the other individual. And they also feel it too, which is why we had the Lover's card here. So this is different. Now, your initiation, Leo, could have been this whole connection that you have to this other person. Both of you guys could have been triggering each other. Both of you guys could have been kind of activating each other, is what I'm definitely feeling here. And with this deep activation, there was a lot of things that needed to be faced, a lot of fears, a lot of unhealed trauma, a lot of shadow work that was being done here. But I'm getting that both of you guys activated each other and brought up a lot of fears, and this sent you guys in opposite direction. You guys almost repelled each other because there was so much conflict that was happening on a deeper subconscious level that was activated between these two separate energies. But you guys are definitely a pair. And I feel like a lot of you guys came together to initiate the flame, the fire, the upgrade, the inspiration within your own journeys and lives. And to also complete a certain karmic cycle that you guys could have definitely had contractual agreements to do in each other's life during this lifetime, during this life cycle. Okay, so there was a certain level of conflict. There was a certain level of separation and ghosting and waiting for communication on one party from the other. And this coming together caused a lot of pain. Now, one person does want to open the communication back up, maybe because the initiation has ended. You have passed through the fire, is what I'm definitely hearing. And now maybe there's a more settled energy that's going on between you and this other person. Yeah, let's keep it moving. So going into your futuristic energy, we had the Hierophant, the Tower is here, the Eight of Pentacles is here, the Magician is here. A lot of great cards. The Hierophant, Major Arcana, right, is coming along with the Two of Cups energy. So the Hierophant energy here definitely could be talking about some sort of commitment that's coming between you and this other person. Two of Cups energy is soul recognition. It is a deep love. It is a soul bond. It is a soul mate. Sorry. But the Hierophant does talk about a strong commitment that comes into play, a long-term relationship. You could definitely be coming back to reconcile with this person that you have felt you went to battle with, or somebody brought a lot of war into your world. The War of the Worlds. I feel like you two have two separate worlds that you're connected to, two separate point of views, two different perspectives that you see life. And those two worlds came together and caused a major conflict, a major clash, but it also brought a lot of activation. And so with the Hierophant here, this could be speaking about a reconciliation that comes together. Because these two opposite worlds, these two opposite points of views come back together to reconcile, because there was a lot that was learned in the war and the separation. But there is still something to hold on to with the Two of Cups. There's an integration that could be happening here, a strengthening of this bond after a battle, after an initiation. All right, Leo, where did this come to? So we do have the Tower here. There was a breakdown that occurred, right? Um, this could also come to as a shock to you with the Tower being here, as a surprise. You could definitely be dealing with a water sign, possibly Leo. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Um, but this person may be coming back or communicating or opening up the lines of communication, could be causing a surprise to you, is what I'm definitely feeling. Or this could have definitely been what happened in the past, the Tower moment. Everything came crumbling down. The two worlds clashed with each other. Um, and now it's like you could be taking on the King of Cups energy, where you have found your healing within the situation, you have stabilized your emotions, you have evolved and grown emotionally because of the Tower moment that came between you and this other person. Now you have this equilibrium, this balance of energy that you're working with, this maturity to move forward with. And you could definitely be looking for this emotional connection once again, because now there's a level of maturity that's here. But yeah, I am feeling that it's a bond that's still here. Now, a lot of you Leos are definitely still connecting with and working hard on your career, your job, your business, with the Eight of Pentacles being here. But the Eight of Swords does speak about. I'm feeling this was the past. The Eight of Swords. You were feeling stuck for a while. Maybe because you were in this hyperbolic chamber, you were definitely experiencing this initiation, this leveling up, this evolution of yourself. So for a time, you probably felt that it had an effect on your work, on your productivity in life, on your growth. And you felt that maybe the connection you were having with this other person was stunting your growth, which on a certain level it was happening. It was constricting your energy because there was transformation that was occurring. But now that you're at this place of healing, you pass through the fire and through this initiation, you start to feel this freedom, this drive, this inspiration that's now going back into your work, or you're wanting to work on this connection more with this other person. All right. Below that, we have the Magician energy clarified with the Three of Wands. So you're definitely in manifestation mode. You're using the law of attraction, right? You're attracting some things that you want to bring into fruition, and you're expanding your energy with the Three of Wands. Some of you guys definitely still could be traveling to one place to the other. It could be distance between you and this other person that you're trying to manifest back into your world, possibly, or this other person could be trying to manifest you. And it is some type of distance that's occurring here between you two. But I feel you're definitely back in your power, Leo. After you've passed through this fire, you're definitely in a place where you're starting to want to envision better things for the future. Like the sunshine is back, is what I'm feeling like. The flowers are back, right? You're going into springtime. You're starting to connect to that spring energy. And I feel like winter, was you being left out in the cold, you kind of having to go through this initiation by yourself. But you're back to a place where you have healed a lot of energy, right? Communication is coming in, and you're back in this creative place. I'm looking at the Page of Wands energy because you're starting to get back into this creative energy with the Magician and the Page of Wands, and you're creating your future. You're creating this lifestyle for yourself after having this redemptive energy that came into play, after having this activation that came in through this other person. And now you're seeing your future as being something that you can achieve, right? You're definitely wanting to invest more into your dreams. You're wanting to put in the work that it takes to get what you want out of life. And this is kind of, the song comes back in my head, Through the Fire, what he was speaking about during the song, like how everything happened, his life flashed before his eyes. And after he survived that, after he got out of the hospital, after he, recovered from that, it made him want to go after his dreams even more. It made him want to manifest things even more. It made him less scared, of failure, because he almost lost his life. And so some of you guys have been through a similar experience, is what I'm picking up, Leo. It could have been separately by yourself or with this other person. And it has leveled you up to a place where you're like, okay, I can achieve anything that I want in this life. Like, if I made it through this experience that I had, if I made it through this breakdown of energy, if I made it through this conflict, I can make it through anything. I can create what I want in my world. So yeah, this is what I feel coming for you guys, Leo. Now for your fairy card, you guys have the Eight of Spring. Sorry, you can't see it on camera, but it says stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. All right, so I do feel like there is going to be a lot of things that are happening, right? This Eight of Wands energy, there's going to be a lot of energy that's coming in towards you, a lot of different downloads. The pace of your life is definitely going to start picking up, coming into the springtime, coming into Pisces season. Even though we have Mercury retrograde in Pisces, coming into March for you guys is definitely still going to be fiery, right? And you've passed through the fire, so you're having this next level of inspiration. All right, so I'm going to end it right there for you guys, Leo. Hopefully that made sense and resonated with you. If it did, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. I will see you guys in the next reading.